What is up, my little tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on the streets of Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all of your Magic card related needs. We're going to jump into another mom draft here. We opened Invasion of Ixalan. Pretty good one. Maybe not a first pick with the other cards we have in this pack, but certainly a strong battle. I'm going to first pick the Marshal of Zalf here. I kind of feel like we first pick this, we get past a preening champ, we just go all in, easy wins, huh? Sounds like a good plan to me. I was wrong, there was no preening champion here, but that's okay, we still have some other good pickups. I'm actually not a big fan of the Invasion of Xerix, although I think it is an okay card in exactly the Knights deck. I would almost rather take the Order of the Mirror if we're going to force this. Drona Linvala is whatever, the card is fine. Hard to cast. Flyer. Oracle of Tragedy, Meeting of Minds. Is there a chance that I can wheel the Invasion of Xerix? I guess the Oracle is not as good in blue-white Knights as it is, especially in like blue-black. Okay, you know what? I'm going to try the Invasion of Xerix. Let's just cut off all the blue-white cards and say, deal with it. Tetsuko's good, Wingspan's good, Boost is good. I've been a really big fan of Astral Wingspan, but Tetsuko is super nice with all of the 3-1, the Knights, the Cavaliers or something, whatever they're called. I think Wingspan has a much higher chance of wheeling, so let's do that. Into a Corruption of Tawashi, which is another card I don't love in the Knights deck specifically, but it does have a lot of value potential. I mean, it is the best card in this pack, so it makes sense to take it anyways, but yeah, I'm still in the mindset of just like, let's force a quick and easy deck. Right now, my rank has dropped off pretty significantly, and we have like one more week left in the season, so my game plan is to make sure I get into the top 1200 for whatever the play-in points that you can get, and then if you make top 250, I believe, you get an automatic invite to the qualifier. So if we can rattle off a bit of a streak here, maybe get 7 wins here, 7 wins in another, then we can acquire those play-in points or qualifier tokens. I think forcing blue-white Knights is probably a fine strategy to do so. Generally with Corruption of Tawashi, if I'm running that in my Knight deck, you want to have the good flip cards and not necessarily ways to make incubate tokens, right? You're thinking of like Captive Weirds, Skyclave Aerialists. I think those are the premiums, if you can get them. I mean, Order of the Mirror or whatever is fine, but not nearly as good. Well. If that is not a beautiful sign, I don't know what is. So we're getting a 5th pick Marshal. There's also a 5th pick Dispersal. Inga's okay, Smite's okay, Bond Warden's okay, but with this second Marshal of Zalf here, I think this is just a full lock. We have our choice of Omen Hawker. Again, another card I don't mind in Knights, although I think it's better in a lot of other decks, versus Meeting of Minds. I think it's easier to get the Meeting of Minds and harder to pick up the Omen Hawkers. Currently, it's not very good in our deck. In fact, it only has one relevant use, but it has higher upside, so let's do that. Eyes of Gitaxias now makes the Omen Hawker a much better choice. Sunder the Gateway's fine. There's actually a pretty late Nezumi Informant here. Boom. Okay. First pick Marshal, get a 5th pick Marshal. No other Knights. But, well, there we go. Got an 8th pick Order of the Mirror or an 8th pick Squadron. When in doubt, I think we take the cheaper card. And again, this has synergy with both Corruption of Tawashi and the Omen Hawker anyways. Oh, this is a great start. The nice thing about the blue-white Knights deck like this is that you don't need to have the crazy removal. Passing a couple of late black cards, but we'll just take the Bond Warden. Because you can often apply so much pressure in the early game that even if your opponent does have something like a Glissa or whatever, it's sometimes too slow. or you just win through evasive means otherwise, you know? Generally, you're going to have some amount of flyers. Tetsuko's a good way. Marshall can push in damage, so... P good start, baby. P good. And okay, we're wheeling some other goodies. Order of the Mirror did, in fact, come back out of the second pack. So that ups our count to a few different... Boost is great, too. Love this combat trick. It's a little bit awkward on Arena because oftentimes it's kind of a known factor just because of the way that priority holds. Like if you're playing against a blue-white deck and they have, you know, like a white creature and a blue creature on the battlefield and you see them holding full priority, it's like, okay. Just Arena tells. Something that generally is not going to happen in paper. Okay, that is just about the end of pack 1, and we have 10 decent playables here. Tetsuko is really nice with the 2 Order of the Mirror. We didn't see any of the Cavaliers, but that's not a huge deal. We did pass 1 Afara's Dispersal, but we took the second Marshall, so that was a much better choice at the time. Didn't see any Realmbreaker's Grasps. I guess we passed that Astral Wingspan. I took Tetsuko over the Wingspan, right? Something like that. Invasion of Kaldheim. That is one of my favorites, but can't really pass up a Xeric Strobe Knight here as our pick 1 of the second pack. Another Eyes of Gataxius, although I think there are generally better 3-drop than the Eyes. In fact, I might end up cutting it if we get enough other 3-drops. Sigiled Sentinel, Alabaster Host Intercessor, and another boosty. Good Strobe Knight pickup. And Knight Errant of Eos is also solid. 4/4 for 5, but with the Convoke and with the cheap curve you have, it often turns into a pretty easy to cast 4/4 that draws a couple of cards. Up to 2 cards, I should say. Another Invasion of Xerix. Let's go with the first Realmbreaker's Grasp here over second Invasion. The problem with Invasion of Xerix is that it's so bad if you're behind. Generally. And, I mean, I have picked up some evasive creatures, but I don't think we take the second Invasion over the first Grasp. Another Corruption of Tawashi. Getting 2 of them makes things a little bit more interesting. I mean, I don't really want to have too much of a top end, but that would give our Knights deck a lot of late game inevitability. And you can stack these, right? If you have 2 Corruption of Tawashi on the battlefield, and you flip a permanent, you can draw 2 cards. Shapecrafts is okay. It's a strong pick 5 for red-black. Wow. Judith, Kenra, Recycler, Reinforcements, Drinker, all really solid. No mind, no mind. There's going to be a world where I end up cutting the Eyes of Gataxius and the 2 Corruptions. Assuming we just get enough better synergistic Knight stuff, you know? So I haven't picked up any Meeting of Minds, haven't picked up any Temporal Cleansings. What other Convoke cards? Thunderhead Squadron. We saw both Squadron and a Meeting of Minds, but I'm not too concerned about that. Daxos is decent. It's a little bit harder to cast, but the card does some work. Can gain you a bunch of life just randomly sitting on the battlefield, you know? It's really good for racing situations. Ooh, Angelic Intervention's a nice one. Always want to have at least one of these tricks if you're playing white. Or at least I always do. Lots of good red cards this pack. City on Fire now being passed. Hmm. 14 playables, 1 more pack we haven't seen. I'd say the main thing we're missing is just the best blue common, so no surprise we haven't gotten any, but yeah, Preening Champs. Preening champs, preening champs, preening champs. Where are you at? There is a squadron. There is a bola slinger. Both good. First bola slinger, first thunderhead squadron. The squadron is a knight where the bola slinger is not, but the slingers are really good on curve card. I'm okay just taking the slinger there. So this is the X's where the number of creatures you convoked, right? Yeah. So we have so many 2-drops that convoking just 2 creatures would be decent, because it always looks at 6 cards. Dog Warrior is not a knight. We could very much run 2 boosts and not be unhappy with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're at 6 2-drops right now. This Knight Errant card making waves in Pioneer or something. Okay, looks like we're not getting anything on the back side of pack 2 for the wheels. It's a little bit too bad. A lot of random black cards. Alright, pack 3. The OG Vorinclex. Not great. Okay, well, I guess we are maybe going more into the kind of unfortunately Phyrexian / incubate token theme. If we take the Awakening here, we have the eyes, we do have those double corruptions. Because I'm not taking Aeronaut or Tidal Terror. We could consider Censor, but that's still just another Phyrexian card, so we'd rather have the Awakening anyway. Ah, I don't love it. Oh my gosh. Archpriest of Shadows? We did see a ton of black going around, too. I mean, it's not like amazing black, but... Captive Weird. I mean, nothing wrong with that. This is one of the better 1-drops. This is, I guess, the 1-drop we were hoping to get. Good with the double corruption that's coming back in the deck. Flips into a Phyrexian, too, right? Yeah. Alright. Brutal, brutal. Okay, some goodies. Pick 3. Giving us Cavalier, a second Weird, and a C double. I am not sure C double is actually all that good here. Like, no joke, I think Captive Weird and Cavalier could be better. Because we're not really going to get ways to put cards in the opponent's yard without trading or whatever, you know? Now, it's still a clone at instant speed, so it's going to be worth taking, and it's less likely to wield the C double anyways. But I think it's just medium there. Sigiled Sentinel, as we pass another Invasion of Amonkhet, the second one we've seen this pack. Probably could have ended up with a really good blue-black deck, too. But got kind of pushed all in. Not only because I first pick a Marshal, saying that I was going to force the Knights, but then we also got that late other Marshal, so... Can a blue deck win without preening champions? That is going to be the ultimate question. Especially since we're a hybrid deck. Hybrid Knight Phyrexians. 1, 2... There's a Meeting of Minds or an Alabaster. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 Incubate tokens, and then 1, 2, 3... 4 other cards that can flip. So actually a decent number. Let's take the card draw there. Oh, there's a Cleansing. Cleansing or a Third Order of the Mirror. I think we just want the Third Order. Knight of the New Coalition's not bad. With double Marshal of Zalfir, I just don't think it's going to make the deck. But we don't need a second Meeting of Minds. Another Invasion of Xerix. I kind of want to just run all of these invasions and see if we can make that work. Maybe I cut the Meeting of Minds after all. Shave a boost, 16 lands. I think with 2 Corruption of Tawashi, we could easily be 17 lands. I can still cut these, though, actually. We're at 24. If I cut those, we're down to 20 and then go full-on Knight plan. Maybe that's still better. Get the Meeting of Minds back in. Get the boost in. Can run the Bond Warden. I don't think that's garbage. Maybe we run Kite Sail or something. Oh, hey, we got the Cavalier back? Yeah. All right. Full-on Knights, then. Out with all of the Phyrexians. In with the Knights. 16 land with this curve is great, especially since 2 of our expensive cards are actually just Convokers. Oh, yeah. There we go. If there was ever an inspired charge deck, this might have been it, but still don't think we want that. So go 8 planes, 8 islands. Submit it? I think that's the plan. Yep, equal red and white, or blue and white. Low curve. This is the one. Blue-white Knights. Once again, let's see if it can carry us to victory. Round 1, Fighto. Turn 1, Omen Hawker. Turn 2, Order. Turn 3, Flip and whatnot. Seems good. I'll have to double check my Omen Hawker. After cutting all of my, what do you call them? Incubation cards. Maybe the Omen Hawker doesn't actually want to make the deck after all. Well, that's kind of gross. God, they're gonna flip their Invasion of Mercadia on like turn 3. And we've drawn nothing but land. That's very bad. "16 lands, don't do this to me." Oh, yikes. Yeah, opponents had a very good curve on the play. They, yeah, need to put it on the Geoderm. You only get the permanent counter if you're attacking a battle with a creature. Are you kidding? That's 4 lands in a row. And just like that, we die. Can't very realistically race this. Then again, I don't have an option. If I don't race, we just die to the Flame Right anyways. Okay. Well, good beats. This was 4 lands in a row, right? Or did I keep a 3-lander or a 4-lander? What was my opening hand? I had Hawker, I had the... No, I'm pretty sure we've drawn nothing but lands. Do I have a big swingy effect that can come back from this? Okay. I guess if I chump with Bond Ward, I can make them use the Flame Right in their treasure. in order to flip their invasion. Oh, okay, they didn't want to. That's fine. Yeah, it's too late to the party. Only chance here is that they take this. This will pump for 5. I'm gonna be 1 damage short next turn with boost on it. Guess maybe I'm just dead. Ah, they had Cosmic Hunger anyways. Doesn't work. I can boost, but then they just use the Flame Right in response, so... I guess we'll make them do it. Maybe they don't see the play. Oh, they just had a second Cosmic Hunger. Alright, good beats. And that's magic, baby. Well, 16 land deck, keep a 3-lander, draw 4 lands immediately off the top is not a way to win. GG. Go next. On to game 2. Come on, Knights. We had a great opener. Didn't pan out. That's another great opener. Similar type of hand. 3 lands, 2 creatures, 2 other spells. I didn't take a look at the Omen Hawker, but I think it's good enough. Because we have, what, the Captive, we have the 2 Orders. Another red-green deck, but they didn't do anything here. Let's flip the Weird. Come on, deck. You're giving me a lot of lands, homie. We have a great next turn, though. We just bounce, yeah, bounce whatever they play here. Flip the invasion. Like, you can't complain about this curve. Yeah, this is very, very bonkers. Oh, no! Are you... Well... Sometimes you run into rares. That was probably the one card that they could have that would basically win them the game. Okay, this is some bad luck we're having here. Double planes? Oh man. I think I fire this off. We have to try to just get them with the double boost. That's so sick. Okay. So have to chump this, otherwise they flip, right? Yeah. Oh, man. These games are rough, dude. These games are super rough. So, if I have a few different draws that will let me put them on a 2-turn air clock. That's not one of them. But that's just magic, baby. Yep. Okay. Sure. Sure. Just casually splashing Aurelia. Sure. We are now 0-2. Holy crap. Nothing to say about that last game. We had an excellent draw, and then they just had, again, probably the one red and green card that would get us. All right, 0-2. Man, let's go. I certainly couldn't go 0-3. Okay, another decent hand. Turn 2 Order, turn 3 Strobe Knight, turn 4 Xerix, hopefully flip it, something like that. Get the beat stick here. Do need to find a 4th land for the invasion. If we run into another invasion of Karsus, I am gonna cry. Delicious tears. Damn it, didn't find the land. Let's see. I think what we do here is attack and go for greed. I'm gonna shapecraft my order, and if we draw any land, we can cast another spell and activate Strobe Knight. We want to be cycling anyways, in order to higher likelihood be able to cast the invasion the following turn. Alright, once again, friends. Basically, one card can ruin us here. The invasion of Xerix. Not invasion of Xerix. Invasion of, Karsus. I'm no blocking, obviously. I guess since they're playing black, they could have access to, Invasion of Fiora. They didn't discard? Okay. That's whatever. Stack it in response. Sure. We do want to attack the invasion again, because it's going to flip into a 4-4, which turns into a 5-5, because now we can activate Strobe Knight. So, once again, invasion of Karsus. Alright. Was not an invasion of Karsus. So Tetsuko is going to make both of those orders unblockable. Yay! That turn they could have also had Invasion of Fiora, but dude, it would have been a 25-minute video or something if we just immediately went 0-3. Crazy. Okay. We still need to get some more wins because this deck's quite good, I think. But at least we don't have to go 0-3 on a tuber video. 1-2. 1-2 and a dream. It's okay to keep. Turn 1 Dune Shaper. I've noticed a lot more people playing that card. I don't know necessarily why. I don't think it's like amazing, but okay, let's go with Marshall into Marshall here. Looks like we're going to be on a blue-white mirror match. And missing lands. I'm just going to play out another Order of the Mirror to try to trade with their 3-3. Gosh. Painful. Oh, so painful, these games. Okay. Oh, God, that's right. It flips into a 5-4 because of the Inquisitor. Dude. That's so bad. I need to draw, like, Realmbreaker's Grasp, but I also need to draw land? Not gonna lie, this has been a very frustrating draft. Uh-huh. God, it feels like we're just dying to filler. Man. I can tap with Marshall, but that's not good because they get to keep developing stuff out. So I guess I have to double block the Burnished, and no, that doesn't even... I lose both creatures if I double block. No, I guess I don't. Oh, it didn't even attack with the Trampler. Literally 0 outs. Oh. Well, as I like to say, that's magic, baby. So, I will say, I went into this draft forcing Knights after the first pick. Green was pretty open. I think our deck ended up really solid, and I think we just got very unfortunate games. And you know what? That's the way it goes sometimes. You just have to wipe the tears off your face and say, GG's, good beats, and we'll see you back tomorrow, kids. Bye-bye.